Hi, I'm just waiting for all the members to come and join me. This is Ashima, and I'm live with you guys. I'm still waiting for some members to come and join us. I have I have three, four members who have joined me. Could you please say a quick hi for me to know who has joined me? A quick hi. Oh, Sheena is here. Hi, Sheena. How are you? I'm just waiting for other members to come and join us. I hope all of you had a good summer. Sheena, I'm fine, thanks. I'm still waiting for some other members to come and join. I have Neetu. She said hi to me. Hi, Neetu. How are you? Hope all of you had a good summer. And it's 11 plus. Entrances are starting next week. We have some entrances which are coming next week. I could not believe that so early now. I'm just looking at some other members who have joined us. Uh, Maybe I'm early. No, I'm on time. My main purpose to come live today is first to wish all the children a good luck for 11 plus entrances and answer all the questions what all the parents have about 11 plus. I have another one. Surinder has said hi to me. Hi, how are you? I hope all of you had a good preparation for 11 plus. You must have also rested in the summer and had a good break. Must have taken some days off for the preparation of 11 plus. My basic purpose of coming live today is to tell you guys how it's now, like, if you have the entrances this week, next week itself. As parents, all of you must be really, really very anxious, must be worried, must be tense. There must be a lot of feelings. Can you describe your feelings to me? How how are all of you feeling now if your child is giving 11 plus entrance this September? I'm just waiting for the members to describe me how you feeling about your child giving 11 plus entrance. Some of you would be really, really, uh, really happy it's getting over now. It's almost time. It's getting over. And some of you must be feeling really anxious. You must have got your entrances time and date and where your child would be taking the entrance. Early for now. Oh, Neetu saying she's early for now. And the schools are also starting, so there are a lot of feelings all the parents must be having. I have parents in my tuition who are really anxious, who are really worried. uh, I know, Sheena, your child was like my son had. My son is also going to be in year 9 now, and my daughter is going to be giving her GCSEs this year. I know the pressure is always there, and especially on the day. And with having Kent entrances, Kent has a habit of giving the time really early to all the parents. Like if the time is around 9, the entrance is going to start. They will tell you to be there around 8. And some of the parents also were giving the time to reach there at 7:38. So I know there are a lot of feelings all of the parents must be having. But the thing is that uh, all the hard work will be paid off. all the children have done so much hard work, and this is the time I say, like, I tell the parents it's only a week or 2 weeks left. If you're giving entrances on the 13th or the 17th, but Wilson and other schools have the entrances on the 2nd. So there are parents who are also giving entrances this week. That's why I said that. And Newstead has the entrance really far. It's end of the year, end of the, no, sorry, not end of the year, end of September on the 27th. So the girls have time to prepare for just to do verbal and not verbal. And when these girls will prepare for verbal, not verbal, all the other kids would be done. And boys would be preparing for stage two, Wilson stage two, and all other schools who have stage two. Should I ask you all a question? Okay, let's ask each other. I want to ask a question. Do you think that entrances should have stages like stage one, stage two, or they should just have one entrance? It's over because the stages really make the kids into pressure. And I have seen some kids who do so well in stage one, they don't do so well in stage two. That's why, according to me, I don't think so. There should be more stages in the entrances. Is any other question you guys want to ask me? Because I feel like if I can answer your questions at this time of the year, it'll be really great. And remember, the day of the entrance, this is something I really wanted to speak to everyone. On the day of the entrance, all of you should not be nervous because that is the time your child will be really nervous and your child will be like very tense because if they have this is the first time, obviously all the kids are giving the entrances for the first time because they are giving any entrance for the first time, they will be nervous. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to expect the entrance hall to look like. So all these feelings would be there. And I also saw some kids who were standing in the queues for entrances when I went for my son. They were so anxious, they were just vomiting. So make sure on the entrance day your child has a good breakfast. And especially on that day, don't speak about the entrance. Just be as cool as possible. I know it's really hard thing what I'm asking, but still you all can try to do that. And try to give them little snack with the entrance for the entrance day because all the entrances have a break in between. And some schools like Kent and Bexley, they have a habit of giving little snacks to the kids in the break. Not snacks and such. They like giving your child biscuits, water would be provided to them. And some children, like if they have allergies or something, it's better to carry their own stuff with them. And in the entrances, you won't be allowed to carry any pencil cases, anything like that. You need a clear pencil case which only has one pencil in it. No rubbers allowed. And there's a HB pencil. It must be written in the letters given to you guys. HB entrances. Sorry, HB pencil should be taken. And try to be like, have a good sleep the day before your entrance. And prefer not to stress your child the day before. Like some parents have a habit of telling a child, oh, we should practice this, your weekend this, your weekend that. One day won't make any difference. So the best thing is that let it be as calm as possible because end of the day you want your child to perform well. And if you stress your child, it'll be not good. Don't wake up your child early in the morning to prepare for the entrance. Let him have a good sleep because what is done is done. You cannot prepare your child anymore on that day. And give a lot of time to reach to the entrance because there will be a lot of children who will be also going at the same destination as yours for giving the entrance. Because sometimes entrance halls everywhere, the schools where your child is giving the entrance will be crowded. So you will not have any parking anywhere. The best, what we always tell the parents is that if your friend is also giving the same entrance, it's better to take your friend with you, so that if you don't find the parking, the best thing is that your friend can help you of finding the parking. Your friend can park the car and you can just take her kid and your child in the entrance school. So the best thing is that you guys go along with your friend, because I have seen like schools which are really popular and they have a lot of kids giving the entrances, like Kent, Bexley, all the schools now, all the grammar schools have this now. There's lot of there is lot of traffic before you reach the school. So the best idea is to take your friend along with you, who's giving her child is giving the entrance with, it has the same center as yours, so that if one of you find the parking, the other can take the kids in. Don't try to go alone with your child on that day. Don't do that mistake, because you won't find parking and you don't want your child to miss the entrance. It's better to take any, if you don't have any friends going with you, it's better to take any family member with you, so that your family member can drop your child in the time you are parking, or your partner or your husband can take the child in, can you can take the child in and your husband can park the car. So we always say that on the day of the entrance you should make sure about your travel arrangements. If you're going by public transport, that's very good, but try looking at the public transport also, because these days after summer holidays there are a lot of road works going on. So try plan your journey beforehand, because you don't want your child to be late in the entrance, because if you are 5 minutes late also, they won't give you they won't let you go in for the entrance. So these things are really really important. And the day after the child is done the entrance, never ask your child how was your test. The best thing to ask your child is, oh, you're done now, I hope you did well, let's leave it now, let's go home and prepare and let your child enjoy that day, because your child had 3 hours of stress sitting in that hall, entrance hall, of the school, where he doesn't know anyone and doing a test. If your child didn't do well, you can come as parents, you can come to know from the face of your child that your child has not done the test well. So the best thing is, leave that test. If your child is talking about the test, let your child talk for a minute or so, and after that just be cool and be like, okay, it's done now, let's rest, enjoy that day, give your child a treat. If your child loves McDonald's or something, take him there, have a good lunch, go back home, relax, and don't study on that day. Try to relax that day as much as possible and start fresh another day. And another day, just prepare for the another entrances. This is a way you can do with your child, because if your child has not done well in one entrance and you keep asking the child, I told you this question, you should have done that right, you should have done that right, you are stressing yourself and your child more. And if your child, god forbid, doesn't pass that entrance, you're getting stressed, and scolding your child will affect the other entrances also. So the best way is to leave, don't talk about that entrance, leave it. And as we know how kids are, they will definitely tell you about how the paper was. As a parent, just listen and say, yeah, it's fine now, it's done now. Let's don't talk about that anymore, and let's talk about another paper. Let's prepare for the another paper now. There's any question any one of you want to ask? I hope if whatever I said does make sense. I've seen there are a lot of members who have joined us now. There are around 20, 30 members who have joined me. There's any question you want to ask about the entrances and how to do it. I can also tell you what to do after your entrances are over. Basically, you need to apply for secondary schools. Don't apply for any secondary school right now. If you want your child, if you want any grammar school's name to be written, I have told that so many times. If you think that, not think, if you really want to write about the school, about grammar schools, you need to wait for your grammar school results to come, because the council will never give you a school your child have not passed, and you will be wasting one of your preferences. Some consoles have give you three choices, some give you six choices. Bromley Kent, Bromley gives you six preferences, six schools you can write, and others can give you, I think so. Kent gives you three schools to write. So just make sure, don't waste your choices right now. Wait for the schools for your entrance results to come. Normally, the entrance results come in October. Bexley is giving their results really, really soon. They're giving the results on the 3rd or the 4th of October. And other schools normally give you around the 15th, around the 12th to the 16th. So just wait for the results to come. When you see your child has passed a particular entrance, like if you have given for Kent, if your child has if your child has passed Kent, you can write any school in Kent after your child has passed, not before that. If your child has not passed Bexley but has passed Kent, so you can only write about that school your child has passed, like the Kent, but you cannot write the Bexley. So you need to make sure about your choices. Your child has passed. Don't waste your choices, and don't write the school. Like if your child has also passed Kent, and you know that your child is got around 320 or 327 or something, and you know that the criteria, just go on the school website and look at the criteria what they have last year. If the criteria for the last year is around 370, don't waste your choice writing Kent school, because if your child has passed also, you won't get it, because the consuls have become really, 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 I don't know what to say, really, really strict these days. They make sure that your child has that uh, admission criteria before putting them in the school. So make good choices which are good for your child. Don't waste your choices, and don't copy your friends. This is something all the parents have. If you think your child is good, go on the school website and see, because some schools are good at something and other schools are not. And one school might be good for your friend's child, might not be good for your child. So you need to look at about your child, and don't compare your child with your friend's kid. If your friend child is applying in a particular school, don't go for that school because your friend is applying. Because all the kids are same, like our five fingers are never same in our hand. The same thing is with the children. None of the child is same. Your child could be good in English, and her child could be good in maths, and the school you would be applying would be good in science, or sorry, maths, would not be good in maths. So see what is good for your child and then apply to the schools. There's any questions anyone want to ask now? I've seen there are a lot of members who have joined us, and if there are any questions you guys want to ask, I have spoken to you about the day of the entrance. I've spoken to you how to apply for the entrances. I've told you about the results. And remember, if your child didn't pass, God forbid, that's not end of the world. There are other options also. You can appeal if the child is 2-3 marks less, or you could go for your option B. Your option B is another schools which are in your area, comprehensive schools. These days, the comprehensive schools are also doing better, are doing equally well like grammar schools. So always you should have a plan B for yourself, for your child. Don't just rely on grammar schools. Because if you have, sorry, if you have not written any comprehensive school, which you think your child will get into, your council would give you any of the schools which has vacancy. So it's better to have to search about the comprehensive schools also around you and see, because comprehensive schools also have a grammar team in it, and they do exactly the same work what a grammar school does. So look around, search, and see how it is. There's any questions you guys want to ask? I'm just waiting for some members to ask me any questions. I can't see anyone asking me any questions right now. There's any question you guys want to ask? I have another hi written by one of the members. I have so many members who have joined us now. I just want to say hi to you all. The live video I'll post the live video in the group. If you guys have joined us recently, you can look at the recording of it. And all of you can keep asking me as many questions you want. And I'll always be there to help you guys. I'm still waiting for any of the members who want to ask me questions. I can see there are a lot of members who have joined us live right now. And there's something I always want to tell you all is also that I have seen that parents on Sunday, on the day of the entrance, they have a habit of giving breakfast to the child and they don't have breakfast. It's better that you also have breakfast with your child, because your child doesn't want you to be stressed and vomiting when you go to leave him or her. So just make sure about that. There's any question you guys want to ask, and remember, after the entrances, all of you can give yourself a treat because you have done so much preparation. Some of you must have started doing in year 3, and some must have started doing in year 4, some must have done in year 5. All of you can have a normal life after the entrances. Go for vacations in October half term when you get good results. Did any one of you go on vacation in holidays, or you were just preparing for 11 plus? I have so many members who have joined us, and none of them are asking any questions today. Looks like everybody is in the holiday mood till now. What do you find more hard? Okay, let's go on the subjects. This is something which makes everyone to write. What do you think your child struggles more in, comprehension or nonverbal? Because in the group, the only the post which I see are of comprehensions. What do you think your child struggles more in, comprehension or NVR? I have seen a lot of boys struggle in NVR a lot. If they get really good marks in maths, they would get really low in NVR. The best trick for NVR is that you need to do it again and again and start. It's at this stage you can do 10 minutes papers. And I hope all of you must be timing your children at this stage. And all of you must have taken a lot of mock tests, around 4, 5, or maybe more. How much is the maximum mock test all of you or your kids have taken this year? I had whenever you go for open evening, try going to the open evenings of the schools and the children who have passed the 11 plus. If you ask them about how did you guys prepare for 11 plus, they would tell you that, oh, we took a lot of mock test in our preparation. And remember at this stage, the best thing for your children is to not stress because the schools are starting. And when a child go back to school, the first topic the kids have is like, oh, did you study for 11 plus or did you go on holiday? So these are some things the kids always keep asking each other. And this is the last year they have. So they would be more conscious thinking, oh, which school we'll go to, what will happen. There's so many questions must be happening, must be coming in their minds. And for comprehension, we keep telling again and again, the best thing for comprehension is to read the passage because all the answers are normally given in the passage. And they should read the passage carefully. There is time given in the for the comprehension in the CEM. It's normally timed, and you're given time for the passage. They normally give you around 8 to 10 minutes, and in 8 to 10 minutes, it's the time given is for reading the passage, answering the questions also from the passage. But this is good. The first stage, or the entrances normally are multiple choice, except the stage two. Stage two normally have a standard choice. Some members would ask what standard choice is. Standard choice is which doesn't have multiple choice. So you won't have multiple choice in that. You'll be given a creative writing, a essay, and your maths would be really advanced. And the best practice for stage two is that you should go for private school papers. And some private schools have the working out also, like Dulwich has working out. City of London doesn't have any working out on their papers. They just have the past papers, but they don't show you any answers, nothing. And Eltham College is there. There's so many private schools which have past papers on their website. Go have a look. Primary Challenge is a good website. You all can have a look at that. I really prefer the Primary Challenge. They are really good. The past papers are really nice about Primary Challenge. And you can also search. There are so many things on our group. If you keep looking at our group, there are so many things in a group. Just have a look and just keep practicing as much as you all can at this stage. Don't try doing topic by topic at this stage because it's too late to cover all the topics. If your child is giving the entrance next week, it'll be another way of confusing your child. Just go through your child, the things his child struggles, or try doing more papers at this stage than going for each and every topics. Is any question anyone want to ask about anything? Comprehension, maths, verbal, non-verbal, entrances, results, anything? I've had so many members who have joined us and look like all of them are still in holiday mode. No one wants to ask any question today. There's any question anyone wants to ask? Oh, there are so many questions. Sorry, I didn't see that. Uh, Hi again. I would check the target schools or website to be sure that Sheena has written. And hi Ashima, we did not get any confirmation from Kent. We are in country. In country will not get any confirmation. Your entrance would be given in the school. Your entrance will be done in the school itself. So make sure, ask the school what time it will be. It's normally would be 1 or 2 days before the normal kids do it. Must be on Thursday. If the normal kids are doing on the 13th, you would be on the 11th. Any tips for English, please? At this stage, the best thing is you need to practice as much as you can. Just try giving it. Is this session specially targeted for kids who are giving entrance exams this year? Yes, mainly, yes, this one is, because I just want to calm down the parents so that they don't get stressed before giving the entrances. What is the importance of creative writing? There's no importance of creative writing in, but it's basically they just see the grammar of the child and the adjectives, adverbs, all the things what your child has basically used. I will be using. Envia. Don't leave any blanks. Yeah, this is something what Sheena has written is really good. Make sure that in multiple choice paper, your child don't leave anything blank. It's better to get a mark of a guess question than giving it, leaving it blank. Because with multiple choice questions, this is the best thing your child can do. Hi, good luck to all the kids sitting for the exam. That's one of the parents have written to you guys. And this another parent has written, there, do you have any tips for English? And English, the base I have seen in English, the meanings, word meanings are something everybody has always still struggle on that. The best way of doing that is just by looking at the YouTube videos I keep posting. Your child need to uh, make sure which word suits best, because there are some words meanings are given to the child. We as adults ourselves don't know the meanings of that words. So the best way is to look at them and see which one is the meaning they think is near to that meaning. And obviously, practice is something. If your child is just starting year five, the best thing is that your child should make a small notebook and try writing all the meanings of the words your child find it hard. And it's you still have a year, so if you start early, it will be really good that you start making notes about the meanings and finding the words for that. Is a paper safe for in-country kids and outside country for Kent? Yes, they are. The paper is same. But as you know how kids are, the kids, when they come out of the hall, their memory is limited. They don't tell you. The kids are so excited what they do. They can't tell you each and every question. So it's better not to ask your child what questions your child has. And I have also noticed that some parents have a habit of doing that in Kent and Bexley. If they know any of their friends who are giving the entrance a day after their entrance, they call them up and ask about the questions. That's not right. Let your child give the test in his space. Asking a question from your friend and preparing your child is another way of stressing your child up. So it's better that you don't stress your child and don't ask your friends about how was your child paper, and how did you do. I also had, when my son was giving the entrance, we also had different timings, and I used to get calls from his schoolmates asking me, oh, your child has given the test, can you just tell me how the paper was. What does parents have a habit of doing? That they make the child not to go to school, so that when their friend child come back from school, they can prepare the child with some of the questions the other child parents tell them. Don't do that, please. Don't stress your child out. Let him give the paper the way he wants to or she wants to. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but it's better that don't stress your child for the last day. And cubes and nets is something which has started coming in Kent, so try practicing that a lot. And there are some Facebook groups which also share exam entrance papers. They say that it's entrance paper. Don't fall for these things, because it's nobody in UK know the exam, know what the paper is. And if some examiner, someone telling you guys that they know the entrance paper, they can share it with you. Don't go for it, because this is another way of making money. And some parents do fall on these things. Oh my god, that person has the paper, so let me go for it. Don't do it. And I have myself, I was a part of a group which I saw that there were teachers in that group, and they were saying that, oh, they know the papers, so they can email the papers to each other. Using this profession and doing things like this is also not good. So make sure that nothing like such is like this. If you think something like this is, you should report to the Kent Council or the other council you think they are people are doing things like that. And what some parents also do that, which is really wrong, because if your child is sorry, if your child is ill, you can postpone your paper, giving the evidence that your child is ill. Some parents have a habit. Some parents actually did that. There was a big article in newspaper. Some parents did that so that the child passed the 11 plus entrance. They said the child is ill so that they have some more time to know what the paper is, and they can give the paper after some days. It's wrong on the side of the other parents whose child was preparing for this paper from so many months, has already given the paper, and somebody saying that your child is ill and giving the paper later. Don't do all these things. And if any of your friends are doing it, it's wrong. If your child is genuinely ill, go for it. You can do that. You all can give the paper later if your child is ill on that day, but you need to take if your child is ill on that day, they will not accept you saying that, oh, my child is ill today, I can't get him from the entrance. You have to get a certificate from the doctor saying that your child is ill, has really high fever, cannot make it. So the best thing is, if you think your child is not well on the day of the entrance, your child is vomiting, or your child is really ill, has really high fever, you could take your child to the GP or to the local hospital and show your child there and tell them to give you a certificate saying that your child is ill. Obviously, your child is ill, you're not making it up. So they will give you a certificate, and you have to give that certificate to the council or to the school your child is giving the entrance. Then they will give you a reserved date. A reserved date is the date given to the children in circumstances like somebody dies in the family. If somebody dies in your family, like her grandparents, God forbid, or somebody else, you need to show the death certificate in that to them. Show them the proof that what you're telling is truth. If you're just making it up, they won't give you a reserved date. Your chances of giving the paper again is gone. So it's better to make sure what you guys are doing for your child. Is there any other question? My throat is gone now. I don't know if Sheena is still here or she's gone. Sheena is really good in answering all the questions like this. I'm still waiting if anybody wants to ask any other questions. So if you have any other questions, any one of you, feel free just to write in the comment box. I'll be looking at these messages again. If I have missed any of the messages, I'm just looking back. I don't think so I missed any of the messages. If I missed any of your messages, I'll go back to it and I'll try to answer all of them. And I really want to wish you, Chiril, I'll just write it down also. Best of luck for 11 plus. I've written for your channels. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. There's something wrong with my spelling. I don't know what's happening to my computer. It's giving all. Oh yeah. Now the spellings are right. I just want to wish your children best of luck for 11 plus. And remember, all your child pass or don't pass, they all are winners. And the study for 11 plus, preparation for 11 plus doesn't go wasted. If your child doesn't get into a grammar school, your child would be in the top sets in a normal school also. So don't calculate how much money you guys have spent on your child after the 11 plus entrance is over. Just think that you have done a great job. You have made your child prepare for succeeding in life, because 11 plus, the more bigger board than 11 plus is the GCSE. This will also help them to prepare for further studies like GCSE or A levels, things like that. Is any question anyone want to ask me? And also, I want to tell you that now I've spoken everything about 11 plus. I also want to tell you guys that ELT, ambitious learning tuition, are also taking registrations for 11 plus. Our new sessions are starting next week. If any of your friends live near me in Bromley or in Orpington, we have our centers in Bromley High and in Bromley High and in Euston Grammar School. Feel free to contact me or feel free to send a message. Our year 5 classes are almost full. I only have 2-3 spaces left in that one. And we still have spaces for our little champs, the year 4s. The classes normally get full of year 4s till December, because year 4 is the time when parents decide, oh, should we go now or should we wait till year 5? And I won't say that you should go now or you should go when you should go. It entirely depends on each and every child. Because if you think your child is really clever, you can prepare your child for 1 year and you can start taking any tuition from year 5. If you need more practice, you can start doing it from year 4 onwards. And you can also do it yourself starting from year 3. So it's entirely depends on the parents how they want their child to be prepared for 11 plus. I'm just waiting. There's any other questions? Oh, I got a thanks from one of the parents. And plan holidays now after 11 plus is over in October half term. If your child is not giving stage 2 of any of the schools, your child is giving stage 2, you can enjoy holidays in December. December would be a time for you all to enjoy holidays. There's any other question anyone wants to? Hi. Oh, I got a hi. Hi, hi, Dia. Dia, do you have any questions? Just looking at the questions of the members. I think I have replied to all of you. And if I think that if you guys think you need to ask me any questions, again, I'm telling you, just keep writing in the comment box. I'll be there to help you guys. And I'll put this video on the top of the group so that all the members can have a look. And if you have just joined us, you can replay it as many times as you want. I wish you guys a really best of luck for 11 plus. And there's any other questions, any one of you want to ask anything, just keep replying. I think so I replied to all the questions what the members have written. There's no other questions I need to reply on. If you think I have missed anything about 11 plus entrances, you feel free to ask me. I can always there to help you. And after the giving the 11 plus entrance, you feel like you need advice about how to apply for schools, anything, feel free to ask me in the group or message me privately and ask me. I try to reply to all the messages I get in the group, but sometimes I might miss all of you because of the busy schedule or something. But I will definitely try to reply you guys as soon as possible. But there are other tutors also in the group who can answer your questions, like Manju's there and Robert is there. There's so many tutors you guys have. You got so much help in this group. I'm really proud to have such a nice platform for you guys. And the parents can, there are some experienced parents who kids have given the 11 plus entrances are always there to help you guys. Sheena is there. She's so helpful. She's always there. Richard is there. He can give you advice for creative writing. Manju's there. She can give you guys advice for creative writing. There's so many tutors in this group who are always there to help. Just and one thing, make sure that you don't receive messages from any of the members of the group. If any of the members try to comment on any of tell you that they will message you privately, just tag me there. I'll have a look and I'll investigate that. If you think any of the posts in the group are should not be there and the member has used a language which is not to be used, just tag me there. As admin, I'll make sure that you all are safe in the group. I'll leave now and try giving me any of your messages you guys want. I'll reply and I wish your kids a best of luck. We will be doing live videos again, but that will be maybe middle of this year or maybe beginning of next year. Bye, guys, and good luck.